Опровъртлено бързо видео, надявам се да... Yo bro, a quick vid. I hope I have space on my phone. But essentially I'm walking down the road and I'm in this rich neighborhood. So all of the cars are like fucking, you know, in Bulgaria. It's not like Ferraris and Lamborghinis everywhere. It's not Dubai. But here in this rich neighborhood in the capital, it's basically we drive a lot of BMWs, Audis and Mercedes here. So it's like 100k cars all around. And it's like they're just Bulgaria ones, but they're just like the newest models of BMWs, Audis, Mercedes, etc. So I'm walking down the road, I'm looking at all the cars and I look who is inside. Like a Porsche passes by, it's like some fucking geek, he looks 18 like me, he has no jawline, he's like this on the, you know, looking like this on the car, can't drive motherfucker. I look some big BMW SUV, who's inside, some grandma. I look down, another big Mercedes SUV, who's inside, some blonde chick, she isn't even that pretty. Like, and I'm thinking, because bear this in mind, I get super annoyed when I see, bro, good cars. I don't know why, but when I see nice cars, good cars, bro, immediately my mood goes down and I get angry. I get angry, bro, because I know what's the car my mother drives. I get angry because there's people driving these cars and I feel like, bro, there is people driving these cars, they're not mafia. Like, come on, you know, every normal middle class Bulgarian or Balkan person always thinks sees something expensive or seeing something basically nice, a nice car, a nice hotel, a nice apartment, a nice building, a nice woman, and he always thinks mafia guy. Like, almost there's this limiting belief that the only way you can get money is by being corrupted and doing criminal shit and and scheming of the government, you know. But at that aside, I'm looking at the cars and the people inside and my thought was, what do I have that rich people don't have? What do I have that people born in rich families or somehow with more money than me don't have? What do I have? And first of all, they're no different than me, of course. It's just their upbringing is different. Environment plays a huge role, bro. Like, environment and what you focus on plays a huge role. I'll give you like a little side note. You have a, like, bro, the fucking, look at this, bro, like S-Class fucking tinted. The front window is tinted, bro. The front window is fucking tinted, you know, you can't see anything. And there is a geek and there is another geek. This geek has a net worth of 100 million. This geek lives in his mom's basement. The difference between two geeks, maybe the difference, like, maybe like they're like physically they're the same, they're both are smart, etc, but it's just the $100 million net worth geek just focused on building this app, and he built the app, and he met these guys who introduced him to another guy who wanted to buy it. Bam, just like that. Like, it's just about what you focus on. So try to reverse engineer. Always try to reverse engineer what happens in your life and where are you headed in your life. It's very important. Always try to reverse engineer. So what I mean by that is people with money not really that different from people without money. Like, usually the biggest thing is mindset and the way you view of life. Is just because people with money have more of an abundant way of looking at things, and this influences their decisions, you know, in some way. It's small things, bro, small things. There's nothing that different. And of course, this is exactly what the American dream wants you to believe in, you know. I can say I'm not influenced by the American dream. I can say I'm not influenced by that. Oh, I'm the underdog, you know, by all the Hollywood media, whatever, social media. Of course I'm influenced by that, of course, because this is my generation. This is what my generation was brought up with. Like, 7 years old when I started watching like cartoons, bro. The cartoon, there is this guy, he's the underdog, he's poor, and then like in 2 weeks he becomes king and rules the kingdom, you know, this type of shit. Or this fish, like always the underdog and always the guy who thinks different, and now he has this amazing big life and he's the best just because he thought a bit different, you know. Of course I'm influenced by that, but at the same time there's nothing really that different. It's just about who you surround yourself with. Like stupid things, bro, cliche things are the stuff that makes the most difference. Who you surround yourself with, like what you focus your time on, you know, nothing that complicated, bro, and yet it makes the biggest difference in life, because small details is all it takes to fuck up your life or change your life completely. It's always about the small details with everything. How you do one thing is how you do everything. That's why it's so important to become the character you want. Maybe you don't really get what I'm talking right now. Maybe it's a bit wishy-washy. Maybe I don't make sense. But whatever. Ask yourself this. Just make your brain think in these terms. What do I have that rich people don't? Like people brought up in wealthier families than mine don't. Because they're not like riches, you know. Rich is really, it doesn't mean anything. Because for an African boy, I'm rich, bro. Like compared to an African boy, bro, I'm fucking rich. I have access to technology. I have 3 homes here in the capital where I can go to. I have a family that's looking after me. I have a brain. I can speak languages. I have access to internet. Like to an African kid, bro, I have food, more than enough food for me, and like I have more than enough food 24/7. There's no time where I can, you know, be left off hungry if I don't decide to write. For example, today I haven't eaten anything. It's because I decided it's by choice, not by, you know, because I don't have any other option. So to an African kid, I'm rich. And then, but to a guy whose father owns a small business or what is it called, or a veriga of small businesses, so a couple of small, like a brand of small businesses or a merchandise of small businesses, like for example 5 barbershops or something. He brings in like 15k a month, he drives a nice car, whatever. Compared to this person, I'm poor. But is it that big of a difference really? Because compared to the mafia guy like this with 5 cars, with 10 cars and 5 mansions, this guy who I compare myself to and say, oh, he drives a fucking Porsche and he's my age, whatever, his dad is rich, compared to him, he's poor. So it's objective, it's extremely objective. There's not even a point about comparing yourself to rich and poor and whatever, this kind of shit, but still, like, people with more money than me, what do they have? What do I have that they don't have? Just think about this question, because my boss is coming, but think about it, bro. Like, for example, I'm more closer to the real world. I value things more. Like, maybe I'm brought up with better morals, just because, you know, when you don't have shit, you value it, and you know, you are respectful to it. Think about stuff like that. Like, I'm driven, whatever. Maybe somebody who's born in a wealthier family than mine isn't driven at all, you know. Think about this stuff. Make your mind think in these kind of paradigms. That's the main point of the video. Cheers.